Hey guys, it's Jaden, and magicians. What are we on, episode like 7 at this point? I'm gonna be honest. So much happened. It's like this episode really was a reset to the series because it was more of like a premiere than like just a middle of the pack episode. Like so much crap happened. Like I don't even know where to begin. Let's just start out with I guess we'll get into it. Todd basically tells Julia, hey, we have a quest. I got it from the Pigman. You know what it is. Todd gives a song, writes down some notes, and Julia's like, I have to sit there and go do it. Okay, Julia, girl, bye. We don't have time for you. Really, we have other things to worry about. However, with them doing all that moon stuff, all that stuff from last week, the moon has moved, their circumstances have changed, so things are not working. What's it called? Her name is Lipskin. I really never get it right, so I'm not even gonna try. The healer lady who was the dean basically tried to take down the security wards and reset the security wards, and she got into a coma because it backfired on her because the circumstances are changed. Penny was late to a meeting, so he ends up getting the dean's job. Great. Penny as a dean is like, why am I doing this? It's really odd to see him as a dean, but we can talk about that after. He has to sit there and listen to a bunch of students' problems, but I'm gonna be honest, all of that does not matter at all, because what we really need now is a fog to sit there and reset the wards, fix the system, and call it a day. Penny ends up finding a button inside of, like I have a button. Penny ends up finding a button inside of the desk, and it basically says it in case of emergency. I guess it calls other fogs, takes it back to Julia and Alice, and it's like, we have to press it. But the circumstances have changed, but we have to press it. Press the button, nothing happens, we don't really know. Little do we know, something does happen, and fog does come, and it's weird. I honestly thought we were never gonna see him again, but he's back, fog is here, and he's like, all right, I can reset everything, just give me the key. Okay. Acting a little off, don't know how I feel about it. Ends up setting the alarm off and tries to keep everyone in place, and it's weird. And then Todd's acting weird. Don't really know what's happening there, but we'll get back to that, because in Fillory, we have Margot, we have Finn, we have Sebastian, whatever his name is, and we have Elliot. Okay, Elliot's still like digging Seb, like, hey, I just want a cool guy to kick it with. That's essentially where he's going with it. Margot's like, that fool is crazy. We need to kill him, but we need to get the facts first. All right, cool. So there's this weird guy named Bick. I guess he's the commander of the Centurions. I don't really know. I'm really kind of confused. Everything was kind of happening like rapid pace. I didn't have time to really like think about everything. So he essentially has been hunting fairies because he does not like magical creatures. He's been banishing fairies and other magical creatures, talking ones, to other sides of Fillory because they're not Fillorian. Very racist, like very speciesist and whatever. We end up finding this out because Elliot, Margot have a plan. Margot goes to sit there and make up with the fair, see what's wrong with them. Turns out they've been playing 300-year telephone, telling Margot's tale, and all the young fairies are like, oh no, you stole us, you taken away our birthright. You know what? I get that, but she made a deal, and Margot's not having it anymore. She tries to sit there and make peace with them. Not working. However, Elliot sends a rabbit letting them know that, hey, we're coming, saves the hell out of the whole situation. Margot saves the fairies, Elliot saves the fairies, saves Finn, and then Bix plants some gold. Whatever. Little do we know, the reality television system that we installed in the whole castle from Seb, Elliot checked it out, was like, what's going on with Bick, going on in his confessional? Bick said, hey, I have some gold-shitting beetles, which were thought to be extinct, and boom, bada boom, my guy's arrested, gone. That's essentially what happened in Fillory. Back to the real world. Everyone's trapped in place. Alice is trapped in the library with this guy named Hamish. Wow, and the black guy. Really excited to see it. You love to see it, you know? You love to see it. Julia and Penny are in an argument in the middle of the physical kid's house, and it basically just comes to the conclusion that I can't do this anymore, Julia. Like, when are we going to be over? You can't sit there and save everything. Every apocalypse cannot just be us. And honestly, it brings back to that older theory from the earlier episodes about, like, yeah, we're allowed to sit there, and why are we the ones that have to stop it? And I think it's a moral conundrum at this point, because it's like you have the ability to sit there and do it, but at the same time, is it your duty to sit there and do it? And they're both right, but it's just not working out. They get stuck in that cabin together, and it just doesn't work out. So they're basically interrupted by Fogg and Todd is like acting real shady, really weird. Julia's like, ooh, I don't know what's happening here. Julia follows. Penny has to sit there and protect Julia, so he follows also. And they run into Evil Todd. That's what I'm calling him now, because it turns out he was Evil Todd from a different dimension. He essentially tied up the old Todd, and yeah, that's just what happened. But that Todd ended up dying because he stepped on a landmine, and so Todd from the 17, gone. Todd from the 40, living his best life. Good. Love to see Todd. Love it when he's there. We love to see it. Todd's back, living his best life. I really like that Todd's back, not gonna lie. Really appreciate Todd. They go to the greenhouse because Alice and Hamish go in to sit there and save Hamish's arm because he was playing around with the door and he got some acid on him. They're doing some little magic trickery to sit there and like stop the poison, and they find a box that essentially tracks circumstances and suspends different world flowers. You have to see it to understand, but it's a flower. Yes, ranch seasoning. Imagine this from a different world, but it's inside a box, and it's allowed to sit there and flourish and grow because it's in the circumstances of that world. Don't judge me. So Alice sends a message to Fogg. Fogg ends up being in the greenhouse. So we got a bunch of people in the greenhouse. We have Alice. We have Hamish. We have Penny. Julia. Todd went somewhere else. And we have Fogg from the 17. Fogg is pissed because when Jane Chatwin left their dimension to sit there and reset the timeline, she left, but timeline 17 continued on. Fogg ended up blowing up break bills in his Fogg world. It was really weird. And he's really angry, and he wants to teach his daughter magic. Hence why he's like, oh, I need to sit there and transfer all the break bills here and all the people here to my world so they can all help my world be great. It's kind of a dumb plan, but they figure it out. He's tricky. And I'll be honest, the only reason they know this is because Todd, being Todd, transcribed the memoirs of every single Fogg timeline, and all 40 of them, so didn't even know that Fogg had done that, but okay. So that means our Fogg is still stuck in the ethereal realm, living his best life, I guess. Fogg tries to sit there and lure Penny to come over and like save his world with him, and Penny kind of tricks him a little bit by giving him what he needs, and it turns out to be cinnamon and blows him up. They trap Fogg in the blank room so he can't cast, and now they got a Fogg that knows all the answers. Kind of crazy, but it's still a Fogg nonetheless. Back in Fillory, we finally find out the Dark King is behind the takers. Gonna be honest, was anybody really surprised? Like, let's just get into this. Was anyone really surprised? I said it was either fairies. They were either fairies that were taken over in some way, or it was the Dark King doing something weird. It just made sense. I don't know what his motivation behind trying to be king, what his motivation sitting there being in the space that he's in. I don't really know that right now, but this episode had a lot. It really felt like a reset, like a really good reset. And I'm not mad at it because it was fun, it was quick, it was witty. It just did what it had to do. Did I miss Katie? Yes. Did I miss Josh? Yes. Okay. I'm good, though. I'm good. I saw what I need to see. I saw some goodness. Penny as a dean. Yo, I don't... This man keeps getting put into weird situations, and I think it works because of his personality. because the way he adapts and the way he reacts to situations are very odd. So if Alice was put in a situation to be a professor or the dean, it would go very like Zelda-esque, very weird. Like, I don't know. I just think that Penny being the dean is pretty funny. And the fact that he's like really committed to the role, even though people like to sit there and say like Penny's like runs away and does all of that, but no, he actually does care about his responsibilities. He makes those opportunities. He makes his chance. He's actually a really good, person. Whatever. Julia's gonna go back and save Fillory, I guess. Cool beans, Cool. I wonder if we're gonna have a musical episode this year. I don't know. But if we are going to have a musical, it has to come out real soon. So, love to see it whenever you want to come out. Cannot wait for that one. What's another good high point of this episode that was, like, really good? I just thought this episode was really paced well. Like, a lot of things were happening, but everything was, like, evenly paced, that everyone was getting the shine and due, and didn't really feel like they were servicing too many characters at once. Even with Todd being there, like, it was like, oh, you're a little too much, but not really. Like, he was there for what he needed to sit there and be there for, because I think that's one of the issues that The Magicians has, is that they have such a big cast with big opinions, with big just everything, that they have to sit there and service everybody else. And with the last episode, with the double episode, I understand, like, they can service them all because it all works. But going forward, I think playing to the strengths of, like, sometimes we have to cut people out. And I don't want to say, like, dang, cut Katie out, but, she's queen of the hedges right now, so cut Katie out. Also, Josh, I love to see him, but, like, let's actually make practical uses of the characters in which we're actually seeing. So, very excited to see where the rest of the season goes. Like I've been saying the entire time, I'm just happy we're in such a better place. Like, last episode, great times. Episode before that, obviously, last week also, great episode. But I'm just excited to see where it's going. Like, so happy that we're, like, in classic form. Like, we're in rare form of greatness, and we're, like, moving along. We're making a series. Anyway, let me know your opinions of The Magician so far. Where do you think the Dark King saga is really going to go? Because I don't know. I want to know your opinion. Let me know. Also, I know y'all watching, so like, comment, subscribe. Want to know. Meet me at the door, Like, just trying to, expand my stuff. Anyway, I'm making reviews. Keeping it going. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Bye.